Oh, yeah.
We good to go. So we live.
Oh, no. We got to turn it for Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Just, we got to turn it the long way.
A long way.
So, yeah, we live. Make sure y'all share this live. Y'all already know what time it is. Every Wednesday. We wait till we get like 100 people on each live, and then we go in and we start the Pop It Up podcast. How it looking out, bro?
1 second. Oh.
Looking good. So y'all know how that go. Make sure y'all share it live. And we're going to get it in, man. But listen, I want y'all to understand this, man. I told y'all about that credit dinner. And for y'all who tuned in the other day, where I brought my business partner on and he spoke and told y'all and gave y'all some of the most valuable game about your credit. Something that a lot of these creditors ain't gonna do, these restoration companies ain't gonna do. It just ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. Hold on, we getting it right. You hit the resume and go back to it. We getting it right, but for y'all who did, like I tell y'all, man, get your credit right, man. That was a real explosive live for me to bring him in off his busy schedule, answer questions. Like I say, this is when I signed up for doing this with the credit thing. The most important thing was the education part of it. So y'all already know I got the shot. My sponsors out. 754-755-9774. Go ahead, get your credit right. This is the Pop It Up podcast, and we about to take off.
You're now tuned into the Papa Duck Podcast with Papa Duck and co-host Please Believe It's Steve.
Now,
let's get it in.
Listen. Oh, I will up and take off on y'all. Right. But listen though, tonight we going in. We finna go live. I am your boy Papa Duck for the Papa Duck Podcast, and for my co-host, Please Believe
It's Steve.
Yeah.
Tell him who you is, bro.
Hey, if you don't know by now, keep tuning in to Pop It Up Podcast. You're going to find out who I really am real soon.
What you drinking?
Some water.
Listen, man, we're going to get it in, man. But listen, for all the people who have called in.
Tastes like some water.
It do. For everybody who have called in, who booked their sessions, who got their session booked, who are now getting their credit fixed, not only getting your credit fixed, but you're being educated so you don't have to keep going in that revolving door. You understand me? I keep telling y'all, ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world because you're going to constantly pay for it. Physically, financially, and you're going to pay for it on all aspects. So, if you want to get your credit right, right? Real deal credit, 754-755-9774. You feel me? Look, tell your cousin, your auntie, your husband, your wife, not only are you getting your credit right, you're getting educated. I can't stress this enough. I can't make y'all do nothing. I can't make nobody get up and do nothing. None of that. We got a phone call already? Come on, bring it. Let's go.
We got a caller on the line.
They done hung up.
Don't be scared now. Don't be scared now.
We ain't gonna worry about that, but we're gonna listen. Let me finish getting this intro in. Listen, very, very important. I've been having people hit me up. Oh man, I ain't know this about my credit. I ain't know that. Yeah, cause they're not gonna tell you. This is why we do this. I'm trying to help. You feel me? Write this number down, man. Call, or you can set your appointment up through text. We had a meeting day for yesterday, and the one I'm finna tell y'all is I'm very proud to say is right now we don't even have the manpower to take on all these people because of the education part of it. You get what I'm saying? We're educating people about their credit, but you can text. We got it now where you can text. You can set up your appointment and you can run it. We got a call on the line. What's up?
We got a caller on the line.
What's happening? You on the Pop It Up Podcast. What's your name? What city you from?
Yeah.
What it do? I just want to tell my people stay woke. Black Lives Matter.
Definitely. That's what's up. Black Lives Matter.
Of course.
But we're going to get on that Black Lives Matter in a minute, just in a second, too. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, for the credit, listen, write this number down so we can get back in the podcast. Write this number down, 754-755-9774. You can text credit, set up your appointment. Make sure you catch your appointment because if you don't, it fills quick. It fills up quick. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let's go back to what bro just called in and said. Now, I did put a post up on my Instagram, and it's a picture of a woman with her kids, and it says something. The sign says something about if you kill my kids, we're gonna light this bitch up or something like that. And then it had the Black Lives Matter tag and all that. Like if you go to my Instagram right now, which is Papa Duck 561, the numbers, you will see it's probably like the last, take it to the last post I put up. Get in the comments, you got people saying, oh, they talking shit, or the Black Lives Matter, this. This is my thing. I did not pay attention to the Black Lives Matter. I posted it because of what she said. She said if you kill her son, they gonna shut this bitch down. See, a lot of y'all don't understand that war brings peace. This is nothing that's new under the sun. They don't want you to war with them. For one, there's only a few of them. I told you there's only a handful of people who's running your life. But I'm going to tell you something. If you went to war with them, it's too many of us. But we just don't realize that's why they keep us separated. As far as the Black Lives Matter thing, let me break this shit down to y'all, right? It was supposedly created by these lesbians or whatever the case may be. Cool. But you got to understand, George Soros, I think this is his name. Maybe saying his last name wrong, but George Soros, he's a billionaire. He is the one behind Black Lives Matter. If you go look at Black Lives Matter, and I think it's Wikipedia, who copyrighted Black Lives Matter. I think it's 3 names. It sounds like some Italian names or whatever. I could be wrong. But you got to understand how things work. All this stuff that's stirred up behind the word Black Lives Matter. Imagine Black Lives Matter right here in my hand and millions of people hanging on to it. This is how they take phrases and terms and blow it up and use the people that's attached to it. From a social standpoint, this might go over a lot of people's head, but you got to understand, they don't just pump Black Lives Matter for nothing. There's a way bigger agenda. Way bigger agenda. Nothing gets that big without being a part of the agenda. Understand that, right? And if you support Black Lives Matter, that's cool, whatever the case may be. Knowledge about something, you cannot make the proper decision on it. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm basically telling you is, you can scream Black Lives Matter all you want. But what she said in that post, I would go for it because war brings peace. People don't want a war. People don't want to go against each other, but you can't be rational with the unrational. Y'all been marching for years. That shit ain't work. You been voting for years. That shit ain't work. You been trying to get in with a group of people who don't want you in with them, and that shit ain't work. Like, come on. Like, who the fool here? If I'm bringing it to your attention that war brings peace, you got to put them motherfucking guns up, man. You got to fight fire with fire. You can't fight fire with water. You're going to put your ass out. You have to understand, man, that us, especially people of color and people, period, you're being controlled by a small group of people. And I said this a million times, man. Million times.
Call online. We got a call online.
We got a phone call. Let's go. We just freestyling tonight.
We got a caller on the line.
What's happening? You're on Papa Duck Podcast, so please believe in Steve and Papa Duck. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, this is C3, man. Hey, look, I feel what you're saying about, you know what I'm saying, the Black Lives Matter and about the credit and stuff like that. But I think, man, we need to get into it and tell, like, who we really are.
Right.
We the real people of the land. We the real Indians, man. We the real people of this land, and I feel like, man, they taking so much from us, and they doing us so wrong. They got these vaccines and all this stuff. It's made up against us. So my question is, like, where do we go with all the oppositions against us? Where do we go from here? What do we do?
Definitely, I'm finna answer that, man. We definitely appreciate that call. I'm finna answer that right now. Listen, this is that's a good question what he asked. I've been saying this for a while, and I'm getting worn down. People like him, people like me, and other people, woke-minded people, we need to separate from those who want to be sleep. A lot of y'all ain't sleep. Y'all just don't want to face the facts. Or you may have a little money in your life going the way you want it to go, and you don't care about what's going on with other people. But it's going to become a day where we all need each other. Money is only backed by belief. It hasn't been backed by gold or silver since, I think, 1933. So at the end of the day, we need to separate from these sleep people, because it's gonna take us a lifetime to wake them up, and the elites gonna continue to do what they doing. We need to separate. We need to let them go on one side. We go on one side. Those who are woke, we need to divide from those who are asleep. That's the only solution, because then we can thrive from there. We can grow from there. I don't care if it's my mama. I don't care if it's my uncle, brother. Bro, if you're not woke and you don't see what's going on, I can't help you. You like a lost soul. That's the problem we having. We are amongst too many sleep people, and it's getting in the way of people who are really woke, people who really want to live a different type of life. People who aren't afraid to challenge religion. Most people, 99% of people go to church and never challenge the Bible. They don't want to know where it come from. They don't want to know who manufactured the Bible. They just go with what's going. True. And you're gonna fault me for saying, hey, something ain't right, or what's up with this, or what is? You think God gonna punish me because I want to know the truth? True. Y'all need to get out of the way. So to answer that question, we as a people need to divide ourselves from those who are asleep, so that those who are woke, we can thrive. I don't care if it's 100,000 of us. I don't care if it's 1 million. From that point, we can set our own way of life from just thriving with each other, because we have to change the environment. We can't be amongst the sleep. It's like it's cancerous. You know what I'm saying? We need to wake up every day aligned and attuned with what's going on, and not be distracted from all this, the video games, the phones, the shoes, the dish, the fat, because like I keep trying to tell y'all, we do not control the narrative. You can't. He who has the loudest speaker gonna reach the most people. This is why the newspaper was created. Magazines. I think this is it Adrian? I think it's Adrian. Damn, what his name? I think it's Adrian Booth. No, Darian. No, damn, what his name? Darian, Adrian, Julian. I'm sorry, Julian Booth. Shout out to my dog Milk. All them real boy down there, Slip and Slide, the original Slip and Slide. Case One, all them boys, you know what I'm saying? Deuce Pop, Money Mar, I can't name them all, Trick. But shout out to them boys. My first check for Slip and Slide Records / Atlantic Records, I went and bought my own underground radio station. And I myself saw firsthand why they don't want you with a radio station. Why? Because it's so motherfucking powerful. When I tell you, we ran the city, Belgrade. We had people, we threw parties at the park just saying we're gonna be at the park. And that park was swole. If I said, hey man, such and such, but they said that boy's sick, these people gonna believe you sick. You might well leave the town. I saw the power of radio. That's just radio. What about television, movies, the newspapers? These people can literally put. Why you think back in the days the journalists was the ones who always either got killed or, it was a lot of heat? Why? Because what they wrote was what people consumed and believed. Imagine now your head is cut open. They put inside what they want to be in there. So as long as you get your information from these same institutes, I don't care if it's a college, I don't care what, it's all indoctrination. They're going to teach you the same bullshit they taught 30 years before you, because they got to keep that same old wheel turning. So call in tonight, man. We're going to answer whatever question we freestyle. We got a call on the line. Let's go.
We got a caller on the line.
What's happening? Pop it up.
Hey, what's happening? You on the Pop It Up podcast? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Duck? This is Rob from Philadelphia.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Philly in the building.
Say again?
Philadelphia in the building.
Yeah, Philadelphia in the house. Hey, listen, I've been listening to y'all for a long time now. I guess since the time that you've been on, a couple of weeks now, probably a little over about 2 months. I'm trying to actually get in here.
Right.
Finally got in, so that's what's up.
Appreciate you.
So basically, I'm listening to you talk about different things about the indigenous and the plight that we have. There is obviously, like you say, a bigger picture. I'm not going to be too long. I'm trying to keep it really brief. Now, when it comes to our plight, indigenous plight, you got to understand that there is a not only a system, but an idealism, which I'm pretty sure you know about. Right. But it gets a little deeper than that. It actually goes to biochemistry and naturalism. When you have an environment that supports the biochemistry of the people are relaxed, they are soulful, and they are full of togetherness. Facts. When you have the people who do not resonate with the natural environment, they have to terraform the environment to fit them. Facts. It's about survival. So all the policies and programs and things that you see within the system are created to keep you at bay so they can terraform your environment, your natural environment, to fit their biochemistry. And they're never going to stop. Facts. So everything that they have for you to appease you, to pacify you, is put there to do just that while they terraform your environment to fit them. And to the point where automation takes place, not artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is actually what me and you are, artificially educated, artificially informed with misinformation. So therefore, we are the artificial intelligence that they speak of. Automation is what we have to watch out for. That's the idealism behind the entire system, the entire agenda. It's automation. So once you get the process to the point where people are unnecessary, which we are close to now. Then you come up with the realization that we have been at war for over 600 years. Yep. Obviously, slavery, they use wordism and use things like slavery to isolate a particular incident, to isolate it and minimize it, actually. Right. When slavery is basically a result of a war against the indigenous that was planned in bigger picture. So you've been at war for 600 years that we had no idea about and still have no idea about the war that we are actually in right now. So how do we create defenses for something that we have no idea about? By waking up to it. By understanding that the reality of our lives is being systematically controlled by people who are of us or from us, but not of us.
Not of us. Hey,
unfortunately.
And get what? Hey, you know what? I got to give you a round of applause for that. That what you just said may or may not have went over people's head, but you wrapped it all up. And that last part, what you just said, they are of us, but not us. I want y'all to remember this quote. And one of the most famous quotes was, "One step for man and one giant leap for mankind." What the fuck do you think that means? Let me say it one more time. I think it's one step for man, but one giant leap for mankind, which is a kind of a man. What's the difference between man and mankind? I want y'all to, that's y'all research for tonight. I want y'all to go research that, and it's going to show you just what he just said. They are of us, but not us. The difference between one step for man and one giant leap for mankind. Bro, we definitely appreciate the call. I'm definitely going to elaborate on that, what you just said. And you, man, you said it. Man, you got an A++ on that.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on spreading that duck sauce, and you're definitely a wisecracker.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. You already know what it
Pop
is.
it up, you the shit.
Listen, man, I really like that last caller because he really hit it on the head. He's basically letting you know, man, like he said, automation is damn near here. I've done countless videos. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw the number out there. We need y'all to call in because, like I said, tonight, we doing it for y'all. Call in 407-906-4440. I'm going to say it one more time. Get your phone out. Write it down. Call in. We're going to take your calls. Take your questions. It's 407-906-4440. You know, them putting all these different, I call them booby traps, man. They just shit that takes our attention away from naturally what we should be doing. Like people don't know how to. They don't teach you how to sunbathe. They really teach you to run away from the sun. Everything that you know has been taught systematically for a reason, and you have to look at it for what it is and reverse it.
Yep.
Everything they do, like we don't supposed to wear shoes. I've done videos about that. It's called, this is where the word ground come from. It's like a ground wire. Every spot has what you call ley lines. You have negative ley lines, positive ley lines. You ever saw when they got these little L rods where they walk out, and when they walk a certain point, they start turning towards each other and out like that? Because you're finding out what's a positive ley line, what's a negative ley line. This is all in your yard, in your house. If you look up any national monument, it's built on positive ley lines. These are places in your house, places in your grass that you want to meditate. Everything is about energy. You get what I'm saying? Walking barefooted on positive, negative ley lines is how you charge up your organs. 30 minutes a day, you should be walking barefooted on the ground. We do not supposed to be wearing shoes. Another thing, we do not supposed to be sleeping up high. We supposed to sleep on the ground for the same thing. This is where the word ground come from. It's grounding. If anybody know anything about electricity, you have to have a ground wire. When you walking around on the ground, that's why I say a lot of this shit is right up under your nose, but you wasn't taught this stuff for a reason. This is how they bring you to an animal state of mind. You're very easy to be controlled. They wrap the world around you that makes you think you're smart. But if I took a mechanic and took him in the wilderness where it counts, he is no good. There's nothing out here for a mechanic to fix in the wilderness. Your natural habitat. You get what I'm saying? So they don't wrap this world around us where you need to learn how to do plumbing. You need to learn how to do, but naturally, that shit don't exist where we need to be at in a natural habitat. You dig what I'm saying? And it's hard for relationships because we have this standard way of being in a relationship with this one partner or with this person, that person, but we experience things differently. This shit'll never work. Like if you knew anything about group, same way with group economics, it's the same thing. It's a group effort. If it's 100 men and 100 women and we living together every day, the men going out to get the food, the women keeping the children, we experiencing the same shit. We running on one accord. Then that one ideology of how relationships should work, we can thrive like that. But when you live over here, you do this, we all are separate. How in the fuck can that work? We experience everything differently.
True.
We never will see the same thing the same way, ever. Like, you have to understand, and the people who control us know this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so simple, man. That's why I be saying this stuff, man. Anybody, shouts out to Facebook, shouts out to YouTube. Make sure y'all share this live, man. Each and every Wednesday we live, Pop It Up Podcast. With my boy, Please Believe It's Steve, and we're going to keep putting this information out there. Like I say, call in 407-906-4440. We're going to get it in.
A discussion of the night, G, about something, man.
What that?
We got a phone caller right now.
Let's do it.
We got a caller on the line.
What up, Doug?
What's up? What's happening? Pop It Up Podcast. What's your name? Where you from?
Look, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This your boy, L.A.
Hey, what's up, home?
I just wanted to talk about the beginning.
Okay.
Okay? Because I was showed the beginning. You know, when we go to church, they tell us Satan and his angels got kicked out of heaven, but they never told us where they went.
Uh-huh.
They landed in Egypt.
Uh-huh.
And when they landed in Egypt, all of the fallen angels started teaching the knowledge of Satan, because Satan said, if I can't have a throne in heaven, I'll have one on earth.
Uh-huh.
And so all of that knowledge with these different civilizations, that's why it was the same. That's why you can build a pyramid on this end and go on the other end of the world and build another pyramid, and they was made the same.
Mm-hmm.
So they hid all that knowledge from us, and now it's 2020. You know, you go to the eye doctor, it's your perfect vision. So now everything is coming to the light, and you're able to see everything.
Right. Facts.
So more and more is coming out. More will be revealed because the veil is lifted. So
Right.
much is being seen and revealed right now. So that's why you see all the pyramids with the eye over them. That's why it's in Hollywood. All of them worship Satan. And they're trying to make this a satanic world.
Right. That's true. That's true. And you got to ask yourself, how is it that we over here in America and the government uses symbolisms from the Egyptians? You know what I'm saying? That should let you know it's all on the dollars, it's all on logos and all this stuff. So there's a higher meaning behind a lot of this stuff. And you're right, it's the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They holding us back from a lot of knowledge. If you don't know where you came from, you definitely don't know where you're going.
Facts.
Exactly. And in your spirit, you can feel the disconnect. I mean, I had a churning for Egypt when I was a kid, and it was just a special churning. It was a connection. So that was, I asked the guy today at the Egyptian store, and he said, you know what, brother? He said, you are Egyptian, and you in a foreign place, and your spirit, that energy wants to go back to that place.
Facts. That's facts. And I can tell you in tune with that because I tell a lot of people, you can feel the energy. The energy never lies. You know what I'm saying? Words are spells. We know that. But the feeling is the most purest thing. Like, that will never fail you, but you got to be in tune or you will miss it.
Oh yeah, I'm a baby in it. I've been doing it so long, but at the same time, I'm still picking up and learning. Like what you said with the spells.
Right.
That's why they changed the English language to a certain way and dropped letters and put letters on it, so we wouldn't just be running around here casting spells on each other.
Facts. That's true. That's true, man. We definitely appreciate the call. That's some real shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, bro.
Now, this was Dynasty Folks on Facebook. You know who I am. So, hey, I done sent you a lot of stuff.
Right.
It's me. So,
okay. You say Dynasty?
La Dynasty.
Yeah. What's good, bro? What's going on, bro? Man, I appreciate you, bro. I love all the stuff you send me, man.
Yeah,
like
our team be, our team be, we be on all kind of stuff. So
I definitely appreciate that, bro. Don't stop doing that, man, because I need all the help, and I know we all need the help. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of us no bigger or better than nobody. Like I tell people, man, let me use my platform, man. Let me put it out there, and we gonna keep it moving.
Well, let me say one more thing before I leave, Doug.
Yeah.
You know how Farrakhan had all of the Million Man March over there and had all them people show up over there?
Uh-huh.
Well, imagine if he got $40 from that whole million people. We could start our own everything.
Facts. Group economics. That's all it is.
I believe that's what needs to be done. If
Definitely.
you can get a million people together, $40 out of their pocket, man, look how much money there is. We can do any and everything.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. I'm definitely agreeing with that.
And that's good data.
And that's one of the things when I when I speak about this credit thing, like I say, we have a group that we building. A lot of the stuff, man, I can't speak on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just throwing it out there. We are building a group of people financially, and we're basically going toward that same direction what you talking about. But it just it comes with that education and to understand so that they can see it. Because once you see it, then you can accomplish it.
Thanks for the phone call, man. We out of time, man. Thanks. Appreciate everything, bro.
No problem. I hit you up.
Definitely, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Like last night, I was on the phone with my friends, and they was debating about, trying to tell them about, they felt like neighborhoods and communities was the same thing. I said, no, it's not.
Hell no. Neighborhood and community.
Because they feel like they live in a black community and as a white community. I said, it's the difference between a community and neighborhood.
Big difference, man. Look, like I said, if it was the same, then why it has this different meanings?
I agree.
That's just this. It may be relative, which is not relative. If you look up the word neighborhood and you look up community is pretty much the people that's on the same accordance, that has the same beliefs, that's on the same, like they doing the same thing. It's like I said, community has the word commute in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like carpooling. We all going in the same direction. This is how you break words down. You feel me? And there's a big difference between communities and neighborhoods, from the values to the just the physical site of a community versus a neighborhood. And like I tell people, when you in a neighborhood, I would say this. When I was younger, I used to see people want to clean up their neighborhoods and see. I just, at that time, I didn't think and knew the importance of that. But now, let me tell y'all something. If you living in a messed up neighborhood, all y'all need to get together and need to clean it up. Because like my mama used to tell me, my mama said, if you walk in a house that's dirty, you'll dump ashes on the floor. And if you walk in a house that's clean, you're going to take your shoes off at the door. Dog, that says it all. When you in a neighborhood or a messed up environment, that says, in so many words, hopeless. You know what I'm saying? It says so many negative things. But when you get out there and you clean that neighborhood up, you paint. I don't give a damn, man. Like bro said, if everybody in that neighborhood and you count them all up, it's 600 people within a radius. If all 600 people donated $10 a month to cleaning up their neighborhood, do you know how much money that is? How far that'll go? I don't want to hear the bullshit about, oh, they're gonna be stealing them, they're gonna be, bro. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Cause it's to a point now, bro. We grown. We got systems we can put in place. People who we can trust. People who we know who can get that job, get the job done, and say, hey, this is the system. This is how much money it is now. This is how many people put it in. This is where we at. This is what we bought. We can keep up with the receipts. Like, we ain't finna focus on that bullshit. I don't give a damn if somebody take $1 or $2 from here. As long as we heading toward that direction, we gonna get it right. It ain't gonna happen overnight. But what I'm saying is, you got to stop letting these people put this divide and conquer shit in your head. You should be able to go to your neighbor. Your neighbor should be able to come to you. It don't matter nothing. If it's ethics, color, or if it's finances that divides people up, then people need to go where they are related with the people who they need to be around.
Facts.
Because I'm telling y'all, bro, this is how your cells work in your body. You take your cells from your arm, put it in your leg, and what it'll do is it'll read that environment and it'll adapt. That's what we do as people. I don't care what you put a person at, they will learn how to adapt. That's one of our natural instincts.
Facts.
Same thing with relationships. Women don't respect men they can run over. Why? Because by nature, women are to be led. Whether this fucked up world want to put it in their mind that they're independent, they this, they that. Like I say, this stuff has been wrapped around us for a reason. But it's still in you as in nature. They can't change. Like they say, you could take the hood out, the nigga can't take the nigga out. It's the same thing. They can't take that out your nature. They can just keep you distracted. But by nature, women are to be led, men are to lead. You get what I'm saying? We just ain't in an environment that allows us to thrive with that. And if you thinking from a American victimized, indoctrinated state of mind, you will never hear or see what I'm talking about.
Facts.
Because you've been pumped up with this bullshit, and from that point, in that state of mind, you trying to digest what I'm saying. No, cut it off. Step outside your body for 1 second and look at what's going on. I keep telling y'all, the black man is the most hated species on earth. Let that sink in.
You got to call him. Call on the line.
Call, let's go.
We got a caller on the line.
What's happening in the Pop It Up podcast? What's your name? What city you from?
Hey, this is Big Huck.
What up,
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Alabama in the building, man. Pop It Up in second home.
The gump in the building.
Hey, real shit though. Double salute, Pop It Up. Your partner, your co-host, double salute. Nigga been following you really since like pop that one time.
Oh yeah. Pat that pussy one time.
So, hey, you feel me? Like, so for to see you and your development over the years from being a lyricist, and it's all art when you look at it, to your podcast.
Right.
You feel me? So I follow you because, could I keep it gutter?
Yeah.
Man, you used to spit that real street shit.
Straight up.
You get me? And I grew up in the street. I also was into music, and I also used to travel through the Panhandle. You know what I mean? Back in TJ DJ days, and grind my shit too. You feel me? So like, double salute to see your development, because I would like to speak out too, because I got a following that I probably can reach. You feel me? But it's just something that's holding me back. Double salute on that.
Definitely.
Now, I want to speak on two topics. One, neighborhood. You feel me? The difference between a neighborhood and a community. When you say neighborhood, I'm gonna say neighborhood first. It's the atmosphere in which I grew up in, the environment in which I grew up in. You know, private. You know, so violence. You know, and everything else to come along with it. So a neighborhood, you really, you think they took the neighbor off in his hood. You get me? So the difference in the neighborhood today is like, you gotta lock your doors, you gotta lock your car, you gotta lock your shit. You gotta, you feel me? Like, it's more secluded and it's more private and more like defensive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Opposed to like a community where, my nigga, I live in a community now, no longer in the hood. I live in the community now, bro. I go to sleep and don't lock my door. I don't lock my car. Like you kind of get what I'm saying, and it's just that whole feel.
It's a difference. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's like night and day, man, left and right. It's a big difference. But in the environment, though, in a neighborhood, you know, your environment has a lot to do with the decisions you make and the choices you make. People don't understand that. It's like when you're in communities, man, you see other people's success, it rubs off on you. We cohabiting. You know what I'm saying? We wherever we at, we mimic what we see.
Could I cut you off?
Huh?
Could I cut you off?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Could I cut you off?
Yeah, you good.
Cause I want you to relate to this, because I'm finna use you as an example, right? Like that. When you was dealing with neighborhoods, when you was hood, you feel me? It's like you did hood shit. Like you feel me? Like evil follow. You know what I mean? Now to see you now, I know quite sure you live in a community. You get me? And your deliverance has changed.
Right, definitely. It's the growth.
You get me? And it all comes with maturity. It all comes with maturity, but like it's a different. And now to hear you speak, it's good. Your following growing. I saw you celebrate when you reached a certain amount of followers. I saw all that growth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But you did that from a more conservative standpoint, as an adult.
Right.
Opposed to back when you was rapping.
Right.
You
still rapping. Ain't no rap stop.
So to lay it down for me, you and us all, we have to mature.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That was the phone call. We have time on the call, man.
I just turned 44, my nigga. I won't cut you off. I just turned 44.
Right.
So now, I used to buy little niggas guns in the hood to defend the fort. You get me?
Up,
right.
You never try to get these young niggas a job now.
Right. We're out of time on the call, man.
Hey, we got
call. We out of time.
We got a lot to go to call, but listen, I definitely understand where you're coming from, bro. It definitely is a growth thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm just trying to play my part now so I could catch a couple homies before they get and go through that what I went through and catch them early. So I just think that if I had more of a better guidance, I probably would have been where I'm at earlier. But it's still on, you know, once it's in you, it's in you. But I'm just trying to direct it in a different direction.
Right. Another caller line.
Got another caller?
What's happening? You on the Pop-It-Up podcast.
What's your name? Where you from?
Where you from?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm from Detroit. How y'all doing?
Oh, you from the D. From the D. What's happening?
That's good. I was calling about credit.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me good?
Oh, we can hear you good.
Crystal.
Okay, so my question is with I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Okay, so my question is, with all of the changes going on financially, like blockchain or what have you guys looked into how that's going to affect credit and credit rating?
To be honest, this is a great time to fix your credit because what they're doing, they're crashing the dollar. Everything done crash when it comes to the dollar, the physical dollar. If you go to the ATM right now, majority of the money you pull out is going to be crispy. They printing. Because basically what's happening is they're going from a physical dollar to digital. And this is the perfect time to fix your credit. And like I say, people have to educate themselves on money, period. Because they don't educate you. Therefore, when you walk in there, they can take advantage of you. But that is even a lot of these big companies from Amazon, from YouTube, they all got their own currency. And it's coming. And a lot of these places, they starting to try to give you your money back on cards. They doing away with the physical money. They going into, basically, this is what I'm telling y'all. Our money is only backed by belief that it means that it's worth something. Like if I give you $100 bill,
Right, because it's debt. The dollar is debt initially anyway.
Exactly.
But that's what I mean. So with blockchain rolling out and all of these changes coming about, I feel that credit and credit ratings are going to change. Like they're not going to grade us the same way that they do as far as with the three big bureaus that they used to, because blockchain technology is going to change that, is what I think, but I don't know. That's why I was asking your opinion.
To answer your question, you're absolutely right. The only thing that's not going to change is the education aspect.
That's right.
Right. It's going to be the same thing. This is why I tell people, call the number, text, ask the questions, get the education on. Don't just pay people to fix your credit and you don't know what the hell going on. We're trying to give people the education on, what's the 5 different things that make up a credit score. How much percentage does credit history, which is 30%. How much, like you can miss on your credit history, you miss a payment, 30% knocked off your credit points. Like just knowing the education of this stuff, you can make the proper decision.
Are you gonna do that? Like do that channel? Like are you gonna have that where you educate people?
Of course, we're doing it. We just did one Monday. Monday we did a live where I bring one of my business partners on. He speak on credit. You can go back to my page on YouTube on Facebook and you can check it out. But we're trying to figure which day to do it. Right now we're doing it on Mondays, but you could call the number. And the number is 754.
This number?
754.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give y'all the number. If anybody out there, Facebook, YouTube, 754-755-9774. You can text credit. They'll set up an appointment. We've been getting a lot of people calling because of I got a lot of testimonies. I'm gonna show y'all. A lot of people are learning about credit. Everything comes with an education.
Yes.
And if you don't have the education, like I tell people, ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world because you're going to pay for it.
You can say that again.
Facts.
You make sense. All right. So thank you for taking my call. That's really all I had.
Thank you. We're going to give you a round of applause from the D.
Oh, thank you. Have a good night, y'all.
Definitely, man. Y'all already know this is the Papa Duck podcast. And we get it in. But listen, very important. Each and every Wednesday, man, we here at 8:30. This podcast is to help and to educate and to talk. Anybody out there want to speak on some things. Another thing I want to throw out there is I don't have all the information in front of me like I want to, but I am going to throw it out there while we're here. The glasses that they're trying to get you to get for your kids. I can't think of the name. I'm gonna get all this information. I do apologize for it, but the news been talking about it. Y'all might see some advertising on it. But these glasses that they saying to get for your kids to have if they want a computer, if they homeschooling. But we found out that those glasses does promote cancer. It does has nickel in it and different type of minerals that is harmful to the eye. See, this is what they do. They will attack you. They will give you they will fuck some up and then they will give you the solution. It's called cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And it's always some company out there trying to capitalize off of this. You have to understand the chocolate candy companies work closely with the dental companies. You understand me? And see, a lot of y'all might feel like, oh no, this ain't, bro, you wasn't taught this shit. That's why you saying it. Why would they teach you this? We are like cattle. We are like fucking cows to these people.
Getting laid everywhere.
Like, come on, bro. Why would they tell you what's going on? And when somebody come and try to tell you, want to question me, bro, I didn't put fluoride in your tap water at home.
And your toothpaste.
And your toothpaste. Like, look it up. I didn't put fluoride in there. You know what fluoride is? A lot of y'all probably don't even remember when they used to give us this little squish in school. It was pink. It's called squish. They'll put it in a little cup, put it in your mouth, you spit it out. Don't you know your mama had to sign for that shit? Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. A lot of that's why I said we have to divide the woke from the sleep. Yep. You want to be sleep, stay your ass out. But for those who woke and who ain't afraid, we need to go and we need to build our own community. You know what I'm saying? We need to thrive amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? We need to bounce energy off. Good deal, because ain't neither one of them get what they wanted. If one person walked away from the table happy, that means somebody got shit on.
And that's a great business decision.
And you got to understand, right? When you come to a situation, your lack, right? We got a phone call?
Phone call.
Let's go.
We got a caller on the line.
You on the Pop It Up podcast. What's your name? What city you from?
Hey, what's up, Papa Duck? I'm from Texas. My name is Michael.
Oh, what's up, home? Texas in the building.
Hey, bro, like everything you said, you really been opening my eyes, honestly.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate that. I was just spreading the word about the food shortage that's coming soon, and in December we're gonna have it's a every 6,000 year occurrence or whatever, where all the planets line.
Right.
And yeah, we've got to be on an alkaline diet. We can't have no acidic diet, because if you on an acidic diet, then you got acidic blood, and
right,
you're gonna boil when the sun come back out.
Facts.
But y'all, I was just speaking that right quick, and I appreciate what you do. I don't want to be holding you on the line too long.
Definitely. Now I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely, and that's facts. We're speaking on being acidic, and you know what? I used to if you ever when I was younger, my job at the house was to make sure the pool was straight. So I know a lot about the chemicals that goes in pools. Like he was just speaking about being acidic or alkaline. It's just like this. I want you to look at the world or a neighborhood as a pool. When it's acidic, meaning it's below 5, it's acidic, meaning all kind of cancers, and that's when you see the green algae, the frogs, the tadpoles, and all kind of shit can thrive in that environment because it's acidic, like acid. When you get it to alkaline, that's when the pool is like clear. You can see straight through it. That's the same way with a neighborhood. It's the same exact thing. When a neighborhood is you see cats, stray dogs, diapers, trash, and shit everywhere. It just says that this is a area where anything can go. Like, we don't respect this area. Look at the environment. You have to understand, dog, we put in these places for a reason. If us as people, and I'm going to challenge everybody out there that's looking at this live, and make sure y'all share this. If you get together with your neighborhood and a group of people, right? Get together with them and clean up your neighborhood, dog. Cut the grass. Throw away the motherfucking trash. Get all them stray cats and shit from around there. If you notice in the hood, all the roads be fucked up. Why? Because ain't nobody saying that. I've had businesses on storefronts in places where if anything happens, them store owners gonna say one thing and they gonna fix it.
Facts.
You got to stop going for what's going. Stop looking at these city commissioners because they not all in your best interest. They know more about your city than you. Go to one city hall meeting and see how much shit going on in your neighborhood you don't know about.
Yep.
These people using your conditions
Yep.
to get the money, but when they get the money, they spending it over here. The Southwest is always the hood. I don't give a damn where you go. And that has something to do with the way the sun sets and rises. But the Southwest is always the hood in Martin Luther King.
We got a caller on the line.
Where you from? You on the Pop It Up podcast.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? My name is Oath. I'm calling from California.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys? Hey, look. Okay, I'm originally from Mississippi.
Okay.
And back then in the 80s when I was growing up, I remember my father's parents, which was his grandparents. You know, I used to step on nails down there, and I used to get scars all the time on my body. And the grandparents always had this they always had medicine that wasn't from doctors. They always had something to put on you that healed you up. They never took us to the doctor. And I felt so much gratitude of my grandparents taking care of me and my siblings. And I remember my dad told me one time when he was growing up as a kid, he said that black people couldn't go to the hospital and get medicine. He told me they wouldn't give black people prescription drugs, no type of pain pills. He said that they would tell you to get some baby aspirin and go home.
Wow.
So I always tell people that something inside of us is so doable and strong. You can find it in yourself because we have taken on so much in our lives. We are just a part of just healing the world and healing people that's around us. We just don't even know how strong that we are.
Into it. Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, when my dad told me that they couldn't get anything to help them through pain, it just showed me that, you know, sometimes, you know, that generation that we had back in the 80s and 70s, you know, I'm not saying we lost it, but, you know, they taught me so many things when I was growing up as a kid. And, you know, hearing you speak, it was just a couple of words some months ago when I heard you. It's always been in you, my guy. You always had that calling in you. And I think you always knew that. You know, you knew you had it in you. So like minds and people with hearts, you know, attract other people, you know. So I really appreciate you. When I see my feed, when I get something coming through from you, it's always a blessing to hear what you're saying. So thank you, guys. You guys take care.
Thank you, man. We appreciate the call, man. We definitely we got to give them a round of applause. That's what love. Anytime they give us love, we get love back. And he absolutely right. He said something when you step on a nail. When I've stepped on nails, and what my grandma used to do is she used to get a knife, and she used to beat the blood out. And if it's a rusty nail, that blood that went in, that rust, it'll come out. And when that blood come out, then you'll be fine. Along with a lot of other home remedies. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. But you got to understand that people who run the world, big pharma, I forgot the word it's called. I think it's called margarine, something like that. Basically, what they do is they come up with these symptoms and these illnesses, and then here come a pill that can help you. This shit is fake. I've done videos about placebo. Half the pill that's on the shelf are just sugar pills. They giving you fake surgeries. You're healing yourself. You just ain't in tune to it. So when I tell you that, hey, I haven't had a cold, fever, or fucking flu in years. Why? Because I don't submit myself to the word sick. Words have spells. Words have meanings. Words have emotions attached to it. That's why they teach you that. Bitch. Somebody say bitch. The word bitch or the tone bitch has an emotion attached to it. Or if I say queen, loved one. That's why I say never be too good to tell somebody you love them. That's a spell. But in a good way. But some people learn how to use it in a bad way. Right. To be cunning. That's magical. That's magic. Got a call?
No, we out of time.
By the time?
Yeah, we out of time.
Damn, I was going in, man. Listen, man, we out of time, man. Listen, man. Everybody that called tonight, man, I want to appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Like I tell y'all, each and every Wednesday, 8:30, we live, Facebook, YouTube. Y'all already know. Please
It's
share
going
it live,
down,
man.
Papa Duck Podcast. I'll tell y'all, new music on the way too, man. We're working on that right now, so.
Definitely, man. And before I get out of here, man, listen, man, I just want y'all to know everything we do is in good spirits, positivity. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, but my job is to share my information, to bring awareness to people. I don't care how old you is, young you is, what color you is. I'm doing my part. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm not coming to you from a spiritual aspect. I'm just coming to you from a positive aspect, because I don't do the cults. Because soon as you're not serving their agenda, you're outcast. And I don't have nothing against no groups, no religion groups, or none of that. If you positive, you got positivity, I'm for that. Again, before I get out of here, I got to shout out my sponsors, man. Definitely, man. Real Deal Credit, man. Please call or text credit to the number. Get your credit right, man. 754-755-9774. I'm telling y'all, man. If you're trying to get right, play the game. Get on the other side of the ball. And like I tell y'all all the time, this is the Papa Duck Podcast.
Going all the way up and down.
With my co-host.
Please believe it's Steve.
What you gotta say, bro, before we get out of here?
Next Wednesday, get ready, 8:30. 8:30.
8:30?
8:30.
8:30.
Papa Duck Podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Papa Duck Podcast.
We good.
We good.